Hi, my name's Jeff. I'm one of the owners at PlanningPod, and now we're going to take a look at how to use the Event Websites tool and to set up an event website.
You can set up an event website for each event that you have active in your account. So we're going to go to the Events tab, and then we're going to click on the event to which we want to set up the event website. And as you can see, it's right here. The status is not set up, so we're going to click on the arrow button to start setting up this website. The first item you will enter is the website URL. You should not enter in a www or a .com. In addition, you should not enter in any symbols like an ampersand or an asterisk or a slash, just letters and numbers. Next, you will enter in an event title and an event subtitle, and these will both appear on the home page of the website. You can initially choose a website theme, although you can make a change to this later on, and I can show you where. And you will include an email address. This is the email address that will receive all the notifications from the contact form inside of the website, as well as any guest book notifications. And here you can also enter in the event start and end dates. And once you're finished with this, click the green button to create your website. And this takes you to the control panel for your new event website. Here you will have access to edit all of the pages to the site, as well as making any changes to the settings. Let's start by making some edits to the home page. So we're going to click on the home page link and then click on the edit button. For every page on the site, you can change the name, which will change it both here in the control panel area as well as on the live site. You can also choose for each page to make it public, private, or disabled. By making it private, it will be password protected, and I will show you how to create a password in a few moments. For the home page, we're also going to upload a photo that will display on the page. And for pretty much every page in the site, there is an area where you can add intro text, which we're going to do right there, as well as formatting tools for formatting how that text looks. And here you can view the information we just entered. Now we're going to go to the Our Story page, and we're going to make some edits to that. Here again, you can change the page name, you can password protect it or disable it, you can create some intro text, and then you have the ability to create two stories. This page was basically built for weddings, as you can tell. You can include a title, a photo, and the text for the story. And we'll just do it for one person there, and then click on Save. And next, we're going to look at the photo albums page. By clicking on this button, you can edit the name, protect or disable the page, and type in some intro text. And then by clicking on this button, you can add your first photo album. First, we'll give it a name, and then we can add some descriptive text in the text box below. And once you click Save, it opens up some options for you for this photo gallery. What we're going to do is click on this icon right here to add photos to this photo album. So we're going to add a few files right now. And we're just going to select these images that are on our computer to upload to this particular photo album. And then we will start our upload. And this may take a few minutes depending upon how large the files are that you are uploading. But once the upload is finished, it will read 100% down in the lower right hand corner. And once it reads 100%, we can go back to the photo albums. And you can edit the photo album text here. We're going to click here to view the photos that are in this album. So these are the photos that we just uploaded. And these are the photos that will appear on the website. You can also delete the photo album right here. You can also click on this button to add another photo album. The RSVP page is where people who visit the site can RSVP to this event. RSVPs are stored and managed in the guest list tool, and we'll show you how that works in a little bit. But here you can add introductory text to the RSVP page that will appear on the website. The guestbook page lets people who visit your site enter comments into that page. We're going to click the edit button, and here you can again change the page name, protect, disable, or make this page private, and add some introductory text. The Out of Towners page lets you provide details and information for people who are attending your event who may be from out of town. So you can change the settings on this page, add some introductory text, and then clicking on this button, you can add a location to this page, such as a hotel that your out-of-town guests may be staying at. So we're going to add some hotel information here. And by adding the address information, this activates the map feature on that page, which I will show you in a moment. And you can also add a note with each location right here. Here's the information we just added, and you can always edit or delete it at any time. And you can also click on the Add Location button to add another location to this page. The Events page allows you to provide information pertaining to the event and the event venue. You can click here to, of course, change the page name, protect, disable it, and provide intro copy, and then click on this button here to add an event. And here you can add the event name as well as the date and time, and this is the information that will display to attendees or guests who are visiting the website. So we're going to scroll to the start time for this particular event. You can add a photograph of the venue if you like. And we'll pick a really pretty seaside venue here. And then we're going to add some information about the venue. And again, if you enter address information, it will activate the map feature on the web page. In addition, if you enter in a website, it will also display a link to that website on the page. And finally, you can type in a note for the event here, and we'll click Save. And here's that information, and again, you can edit or delete it by clicking on those icons, as well as clicking on the Add Event button to add another event to the page. The Wedding Party page lets you add photos and bio information for each person in the wedding party. Here we're going to actually change the name of the page to Corporate Officers, since we are working on a website for a corporate event. As you can see, it changed it there, and it will also have changed it in the actual navigation of the site. And now we're just going to add a person to this page, as well as their photo. And you can add some bio information for the person here. And you can edit or delete this person at any time, and you can click on this button to add more people. The Family and Friends page allows you to, of course, add other people who will be attending your events. We're going to also change the name of this page to Honorees. And just as in the other page, the previous page, you can add people to this page. You can type in their name here, add a photo, and then add brief text pertaining to that particular person. And we'll type in some bio information and then click Save. Here again, you can edit or delete this particular entry as well as add another person. The Add Vendors page gives you an opportunity to display the vendors for this event on the website. Again, you can edit the introductory information for the page here, and then you can add a vendor by clicking on that button right there and adding the vendor's name, website, photo, as well as brief text about that particular vendor. And again, this does not necessarily have to be a vendor page. If you have a particular event in which you want to highlight sponsors, this might be a good page to repurpose for sponsors. We made this website tool very flexible so that you could repurpose pretty much any page on the site. And there's that particular vendor we added there, as well as the ability to edit or delete, and you can always add another vendor. On the Contact Us page, you can edit the introductory information on that page, and when a visitor clicks on the Contact Us page in the main site, they will have a few forms in which they can provide information that will be emailed to the email address you provided when you set up the site. The Our Registry page, of course, lets you provide introductory information here, as well as add one or multiple registries. And so here you have the option of adding the registry itself, the names of the people who are associated with the registry at that particular vendor or retailer, the phone number, and any associated websites. And finally, there's a text box for any additional information that might be relevant to that registry. And once you hit save, that information will be posted on the site. You can edit and delete it, and you can add another registry. Finally, the wish list page lets you enter in items that are on your wish list. Here is the introductory text field, and click on that button to add your first wish list item. And we're going to be a little silly here and add one of my favorite wish list items, which are always dogs. And we're going to add a picture of a nice little doggy here. We'll call him Spike for obvious reasons. And then a little note. And here's your wish list item. You can always edit or delete this item, as well as add another wish list item. Now let's go down to the settings area and look at some of the settings. When you click on the URL, event title, and dates, it will display the actual URL of the site. So if you need to email the address of the site or include it in an invitation, this is where you would receive it. And this is also where you would edit all of this information. Remember, we selected a theme earlier of this website. However, this allows you to scroll through all of the themes, get a good look at them, and then if you want, change it up. And you can change the themes as many times as you'd like. We're going to change it to this theme right here. And once you've changed it, the theme you select will appear at the top of this list. Password protection allows you to protect pages on your site that you marked as private. Now here is where you would say protect the site yes or no, as well as enter in the password that someone would have to type in before they could actually view that particular page. Finally, the guest book preferences settings area lets you decide whether you want to preview guest comments before they are posted on your site, as well as if you want to receive an email about someone making a comment. At any time, if you want to actually see what your site looks at, just click on this button here to view your event website. This will take you right to the home page where you can see all the information we just entered. Now we'll click on our story page, and here is the text and image that we entered earlier. Now let's look at the photo album we created. Here's the photo albums page with the intro text. Click on that link to scroll through the photos. I'm going to save the RSVP page for last to show you how that works. So let's move on to the guestbook page. And here's where someone can leave a comment. One of your guests or attendees can leave a comment. So we're going to type in a comment right here. In a few moments, I will show you where this comment shows up in your event website control panel. And it will tell the site visitor that their information has been submitted for approval. In the out-of-towners page, here you can see the information that we had typed in for that venue, as well as the ability to map it out by clicking on that link. And it immediately pulls up a map to that venue. Let's click on the Events tab so we can see the one event that we had entered. Here is the link to the website we entered, as well as a link to the location on the map. And remember, we changed the name of the corporate officers page, and you can see that right here, as well as the honorees page. The vendors page displays the information that we entered, including a link to that vendor's website. On the Contact Us page, here are the fields that someone can fill out, and then once they complete it and send it, that information will be emailed directly to you. The registry page will provide an entry for each registry that you enter. And finally, here's our wish list with our little doggy. Now let's go back to the RSVP page. When someone hits this page, they will be asked their first name and last name. And once this information has been entered, our system will scan the guest list for this event to find this person. So our system found Jay Diller, and here Jay can designate whether he's attending or not attending, as well as it looks like there are meal selections for this particular event that we had created in the guest list area. So once they hit submit, their RSVP has been submitted. We are now going to RSVP for a guest for this event that has a few +1s associated with them. So we're going to type in their name again. And then once we've typed in the security code and hit continue, it will pull the information for that guest, which they can select here, as well as the 2+1 guests that are associated with them. And once they submit this information, it will be recorded in the guest list area. Let's go back to the website controls and click on the guest book. And now you can see here's the information that we entered in the website, and we're going to approve it by clicking on the thumb up button. And now that information is visible on our guest book page. Now let's go to the guest list tool inside of this event, and I will show you, here's Jay Diller, who we RSVP'd for, and there's that information that has been recorded there. And for Alice, we're going to click on her. Here is her information we entered, as well as the information for both of her +1s. Well, that's how our event website works, but if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us.